Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Boston Celtics show today that I'm going to be doing, and I've got my panelists with me. We're going to be discussing the ownership situation and the issues that, well, not issues, but the situation that happened today, and we'll discuss everything in detail. But especially to everyone from Boston that's going to be watching or is watching, this is going to be something a bit that might hit a few fans because we all love Wick Grossbeck, and trust me, and he's been an incredible owner for the Boston Celtics, and I can only tell you he's not going anywhere. So, but anyways, we'll discuss it in a bit. DJ, welcome back, my friend. How you doing?
Good. I'm good.
Yeah, ready to talk about the news and ready to talk in detail?
Yeah, about the new ownership.
Yep.
And
joining me today for the first time on the channel, I've got Johnny. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Hope you're well. And yeah, big up to you.
Appreciate it.
How you doing, my friend? Everything okay?
Everything is good.
Yeah, everything is okay on my side too, I guess. But listen, we're gonna talk.
Yeah.
We're gonna I actually want to go to you first, Johnny. I've not really heard from you before. Tell me how you're feeling about this situation, because I just want to know, like, obviously with Wick Grossbeck potentially, he's not stepping down fully, but he's going to be the partner of Bill Chisholm. But I want to know your thoughts on the new ownership and the news that broke through today, because
the new ownership is great.
You want to say more in detail? Want to say more in detail about how you feeling about the ownership?
I'm feeling really good about this ownership. I think he will stay and take the Celtics to a championship.
DJ, I want to go to you next. Obviously, tell me in detail, obviously, how you're feeling ahead of this news.
I think that he should keep the team. The new owner should keep the team Boston Celtics, and he will take this team to a championship. I believe in him. I just need to find out more detail about this new guy, and yeah, I just need to find out. And yeah, that's my opinion.
Obviously, but let's go into detail about this guy. Do any of you know where he's from? What he does outside of sports? Obviously, because this is his first sports. He's taking on his first sports ownership, or his first time buying a sports team. Do you guys have any sort of detail or insights of who he is, where he's from? Obviously, he's from Massachusetts, but
yeah.
But do you guys have any insights on this guy? Like, do you know? Did you read about him a bit earlier today?
No, not recently.
No.
Let's just bring it up anyway. Bill Chisholm. I think that's how you pronounce his name, anyways. So he is a businessman from Massachusetts. That's what I know. But here, I'll bring it up from ABC Sports Boston, anyways. So the Boston Celtics have been sold to has been sold to Bill Chisholm for a record $6.1 billion. This is the richest purchase, or this is the highest purchase in sports history.
Yeah.
Let's just forget NBA. This is the biggest purchase in the history of American sports.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And the news today was broken by Shams. Obviously, you guys all know Shams, the guy who's taken over Woj on the ESPN media. This is the record bought by Joshua. This record beats Joshua Harris, who owns the Sixers and for the NFL's Washington Commanders as well. He owns both and the Washington Commanders.
I know Washington Commanders. Yeah.
The previous record for the price of the NBA franchise was $4 billion for the Phoenix Suns. It's what Matt Ishbia paid for the Phoenix Suns. So obviously he's not. He said that he grew up in obviously New England. He's from the Massachusetts area. Okay. He said that he's been a diehard Celtics fan all his life, and that's what you want to hear. And because, for example, someone like Jeff Bezos bought the Celtics, he's not going to say things like this. You get a guy from Massachusetts. He grew up in the city of Boston. He grew up around the New England area, right? He's bought the Celtics, and he knows the importance of this of Boston to the fans, and how and how big the community is, how loyal, how passionate the community is. I want to know, like, obviously he's bought the Celtics, right?
Yeah.
Do you think this might be an issue down the stretch? Obviously, do you think this might cause a bit of uncertainty? Do you think there's a bit of worry in the Celtics locker room, or do you think it's gonna be positive vibes, or do you think it's gonna be everything's going well, everything's the same? I want to know your thoughts, DJ.
I hope he doesn't. I hope he keeps T guarding, and I hope it's just positive vibes and just bring the good players to just keep winning as a Celtic team. And yeah, those are my thoughts. And I hope he's a good guy.
Sorry.
And I hope he's a good guy also, and brings the energy.
He's also said that Wick Grossbeck is gonna stay, but he's gonna be He's gonna be a partner. He's gonna be a partner to Bill. But then, but at the same time, though, Wick has done such a great job with Boston and with the Boston Celtics. He's been the Celtics governor since 2002, which is one hell of a long time.
Yeah.
And I just don't. I just want to know, like, obviously, Johnny, I'll go to you next. Do you think there's a bit of uncertainty, unrest from the Celtics fan base? Do you think you think it's split? Do you think everyone? Do you think people are happy? Because obviously, you're gonna get a reactionary fan base, and pretty much every group of fans, every team has a reactionary fan base, right? Do you think that this? Do you think? Oh, sorry. I'll ask the same question that I asked DJ. I want you to answer it.
Okay.
Over to you, my friend.
I think he's going to bring a positive energy to this Celtics team.
Elaborate more on it, Britt.
I think he's going to be so positive, bring the energy to the team, and make this a winning team.
Do you think that the money? Do you think there'll be some sort of stinginess? Do you think there'll be some sort of uncertainty around the finances? Obviously, with the high paid contracts, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Derek White, all getting big contracts. Peyton Pritchard also getting big contracts. Do you think there'll be some sort of level of uncertainty? Do you think there'll be a level of concern in the Boston Celtics fan base, Johnny? Do you think there'll be anything?
No, I don't think so. I think it should be all fine from there.
Also, I want to ask you, right? Do you think that do you think that the Celtics will win a championship right away? Do you think it'll take some time to win a championship, DJ?
With the new ownership?
Yeah.
Probably.
How is because what I said, right? Obviously his quotes, and Wick Grossbeck came out and said that he's gonna be the partner, and he agreed to it. So do you think that means that that's a good thing? Do you think you're happy staying as a governor, and he's gonna pass the baton to Bill?
Yes. And I think he will bring a championship to his team. Yes. And it's going to take some time. Yeah. Most definitely. It'll be a good thing.
He said, "I bleed green. I love the Celtics. When the opportunity came up, I couldn't pass it up. Wick has done an incredible job. So why would you mess that up? Let's get it. Look. That's obviously got to be the positive vibe. That's obviously going to be the energy, right? Because you know when you're being the owner of one of the biggest franchises in NBA history, when you're obviously the ownership. Oh, sorry. When you are the owner of the biggest franchise in arguably the biggest franchise in NBA history, you've got to bring that big franchise mentality. You've got to bring that winning mentality to the team.
Yeah.
That's what I want from an owner. I want from me. What do you want to see from this ownership? What do you want? Obviously, for me, I want a strong connection to the fan base and obviously to the ownership. But Johnny, I'll go to you first on this one. What do you want to see from this guy? What do you want? What sense of connection? What sense of What do you want him to do when he first steps? Obviously, like you said, bring positive vibes, but elaborate more on what you want him to bring, because there's a lot more that the ownership can bring to the Celtics, and obviously to this organization and to the rich history.
I want him to bring like fierce competitiveness into this team.
How and how so?
By him putting more competitiveness into his shooters.
So you want him to bring in good players? You want him to sort of strengthen the squad? You want him to help with the finances? Obviously, bring in some top level players in the future.
Yep, I want him to strengthen his players more.
So like the Lakers, when they bring in some top players, you want the Celtics to continue doing that as well, right?
Yep, correct.
Sure.
DJ, I'll go over to you next as well. Obviously, you want elaborate more on this as well, because I want to sort of get an idea of where you're coming from in this sense.
I want him to bring like good competition to our players, bring good players, be good with the fan base, and just be good with this new ownership coming up. And yeah, those are my opinions.
But obviously, like every ownership, because obviously, I'll give you an example, right? In football, right? What I watch, right? We don't have a connection to the owners. We don't have a connection to the owners. The owners neglect us. I'm a United fan.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm sure you guys have heard of the Glazer family. They own the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. I think you know who they are. The Glazer family. They own the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? And they also own. They bought us in 2005. They've taken a lot of money out of the club, and ever since then they've neglected us, and everything's falling apart. But that's one thing. Obviously, in basketball, there's a sense of connection between the owners and the fans. The owner is sitting courtside watching the games, right? And have some owners just neglecting the team. Obviously, the sense of neglect is something we can worry about. Obviously, we have to hope he doesn't do that. We have to hope that he's somebody that will definitely take over the team and obviously give some positive vibes and definitely put some money in, because the Celtics right now we're sort of heading into some financial trouble in terms of the contracts, the situation off the court and everything like that. There's no bad blood between anyone, but there's obviously got to be some sense of financial trouble, because the amount of money we paid to contracts, the amount of money we paid contracts to players, the amount we paid to likes of JT, JB.
Yeah.
Are you worried that we might be forced to trade some of these players? And do you think there'll be do you think we'll have to try and ease the financial situation a bit, or do you think it'll be okay, DJ?
I think it'll be okay.
I think it will be okay too. Yeah. As long as you don't get the Jays up, the Celtics should be fine. The Celtics should be fine. I mean,
fair enough. obviously, like I said, the financial trouble, right? But
Mm-hmm.
do you also worry? Do you have any concerns? Do you guys have any concerns a bit? Do you guys want to share any concern of your concerns?
I don't think we have any concerns.
Yeah. So yeah, same. We probably don't have any concerns. So, no.
Obviously, the minority owner Stephen Pachulia
Mm.
has been considered the favorite to bidding by the team in a statement that he was deeply saddened that they were not selected, confirming his sale to Chisholm. Do you think that he could have also been a good option, or do you think maybe Chisholm is the right guy? Do you sense that he'll be the right guy? Do you sense that he will be the right owner to take Celtics forward? What do you guys
Yep.
think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be the right guy.
Do you think that he will? Do you think that he will help pay the taxes right away? Because we are deep into the luxury tax, right? And we're sort of struggling in terms of in that sense. Do you think that will be? Do you think that situation will be sorted right away, or do you think it'll take time to be sorted out?
Right away.
Right away.
And also, do you guys? I want to know your thoughts on this as well. The Boston Celtics at TD Garden. Do you think that there is a sense of maybe the Celtics could potentially move away? Do you think that the Celtics could potentially move away to an arena that is their own, like just their own, like they own the court, like they own the place without having to worry about concerts, Boston Bruins, and all the sorts? Are you guys concerned a bit? But do you guys think the Celtics should move away? Do you think there's a sense of potentially we could move away? Johnny, I'll go to you first on this one.
No, I think they should stay where they are
And why is that? And
because they've got good fan base.
but the fan base will follow the Celtics everywhere we go. I don't think we'll move away too far. But why do you think that's the case? Like just
I mean, to be honest, because the team is doing great, and I don't think they should move away anytime soon.
Do you think it's because the fans don't want to go to the new arena? Do you think the fans don't want to travel to the new
I
arena?
think that's why I don't want to see the fans move away from their own home arena.
EJ, I'll go over to you next. Do you sense that the Celtics could move away, and why do you move away if you want them to move away?
Probably not. I'll still keep TD Garden. Everyone one of the best fan bases, and yeah, yes, okay.
Sorry.
And yeah, I think and yeah, T Garden should remain. It should remain, in my opinion, for the fans and stuff.
Do you think that the Celtics might potentially want to move away? Do you think that there's a potential chance that they might want to move into
maybe.
Because do you know the Red Auerbach Training Center is in near Commonwealth Avenue, right?
Right.
It's so near that, and the training ground, the training complex is very it's not very far, but it's literally like from Brighton Avenue Station to North Station is quite a long ride by train. Obviously by road, that's also quite far depending on traffic as well.
Yeah.
And obviously there's going to be traffic heading into the city center.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you think the convenience is a bit sort of off key? Do you think there's a bit of
not really
convenience right there?
Not really.
Because obviously for me, like there has to be convenience level to getting from the training ground to training complex to the arena.
Mm-hmm.
The Celtics play in I'll say this: the Celtics play in a beautiful arena.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think the Celtics need to purchase TD Garden for themselves. I think TD Garden needs to belong to the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Alone for me.
Same.
And I think for me, the Boston Bruins need to move away.
Yeah.
Along with the concerts, because apparently they opened a concert arena in Boston. Am I correct?
Yes.
They
Yes.
opened like a new concert sort of like theater in Boston. So I don't understand why the Celtics. I don't understand why they do concert. Obviously, because it's a massive capacity, right? But also you've got to
Mhm.
do. But also that they should, for me, they should build like a better concert arena somewhere else, and I think they should keep TD Garden for themselves because TD Garden is a beautiful place. I've never been, but I've seen so many good things about TD Garden. I've seen so many I've seen so many nice features around it. Obviously, with the access to the train station, with the access to the city center, by foot and by public transport. I just think better the Celtics need to stay there. I
Yeah.
agree.
True.
I think it's
Yeah,
best
I
to stay.
agree.
And do you guys think now? Obviously, I just want to ask you guys, what do you think of our season so far, and give your thoughts on obviously the whole how you feeling ahead of the postseason and the rest of the regular season, Johnny.
I think the Celtics might go all the way this year to their 19th straight NBA Finals. And to add in the Boston sports of the Bruins, I think they need to make some changes.
I'm not really familiar with the Boston Bruins. Obviously, I'm a Bruins fan, but I'm not really familiar with the team. So you're gonna have to we have to talk this on another show or something. But DJ, I'll go to you next, and then we'll wrap up.
Oh, what you say?
What how was your feeling for how's your feeling been for the rest of the season? Obviously, because
For the
this has been
playoffs?
like a really really sort of up and down season for the
Yeah.
Celtics.
I think we're
How
gonna
are
get.
you? How have you felt from this season? What's your how have you felt about the season, and how are you feeling ahead of the rest of the season and the postseason ahead?
Oh,
Elaborate on it.
okay. I felt the regular season is just up and down due to injuries and stuff like that, but during the playoffs, we just need to keep everyone healthy and yeah, we're gonna get Bear 19 this year, in my opinion. We're just gonna get it.
You think we make it all the way this year?
Yes, yes.
I'm going to add on to that, and I'm going to say yes also. 19 NBA Finals champions coming your way.
Sorry.
I'm going to say they're going to win their 19th straight NBA
Yeah.
Finals championship.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm with you guys. I hope we go back to back, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. There's some interesting teams this year in the East. Yeah, there's some interesting ones, especially the
And
Cavs.
there's some very, very good teams in the East, too, that you got to watch out for.
Yeah. True.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think we'll wrap that up here. Like, share, subscribe, people. You guys gonna need to you guys gonna need to plug. You guys gonna need your channels. You want to plug your channels? Anything you want to share?
Nope. I think that'll about wrap it up.
Yeah.
DJ, you got a channel? Anything you want me to help you plug or anything?
No, that's gonna wrap it up, I think. I just post highlights up there on my channel anyway and stuff like that for the Celtics. And yeah.
Fair enough. We'll definitely get you guys on again soon.
All
Obviously,
right.
Today has been a quick
Yep.
one. I just wanted you guys' opinions on the new ownership situation. But yeah, people. Let's get to 155 subs before the end of this week, if we can. 160 for the end of March is possible. We're only 6 subs away. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the
Excuse me.
subscribes up. Sorry. Go on.
Do you have Twitter?
Yeah, I do. I'll give it to you after the stream ends. Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, mate. But yeah, we'll close out here. Like and subscribe. We're out.
Yep.
Take care. Go Celtics.
Peace. Go Celtics.
Yep. Go Celtics.